You are looking live at Haverhill Valley Ice Arena in Haverhill, Massachusetts, where the New Jersey Rockets U19 AA girls are getting set to open their weekend of tournament games at the NGHL MLK Showcase. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo here bringing you the action live. It's the first of at least 4 and possibly 5 games for the Rockets this weekend. 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday, and quite possibly 1 on Monday before the departure back south. And the Rockets will be taking on the New England Wildcats based out of New Hampshire. The Wildcats, I have a big roster for them, but it looks like they're only going to use a limited number of their players. The Rockets are in their home white jerseys, 15-minute periods here for the tournaments. They were in their road black jerseys up until about a minute ago and did the Wonder Woman-like change where they disappeared off the ice, and in about a minute the whole team came back in the white jerseys. So good job on that. Couple of little laughs from the coaches. So the Rockets have sort of a mix of their uniforms here. They have the home white jerseys, but they have the road black socks, so we'll get used to that. The Wildcats are clad all in red. Red up, red down, red all over, and white helmets over there. Black helmets for the Rockets. They'll have a little extra manpower compared to their opponents. And the referee blows the whistle. As we said, 15-minute periods here for the tournament. We'll concern ourselves more with the tournament rules as we go along. Rockets will have 2 defense pairs, and they'll go 3 wing pairs with 2 centers today. And the Wildcats will have 2 extra forwards and 1 extra defenseman, it looks like. They have 3 on the side. Cece Nieves will start it out at center with Luisa Rizzo on left wing, Mia Rodriguez on right, Lauren Fox on lefty, and PJ Jacobus starting on defense today. Liftoff, period 1 from Haverhill, Massachusetts. Wildcats bring it in. Pavlovsky. She gets it into the near side corner, looking, spinning. Fox picks it up over there, gets in with Rizzo. Rizzo's going to pick it up and get moving. Here's Luisa Rizzo, number 13 in white, chips it off the boards past Orr, and it goes over the end line. That should have been an icing, so the Rockets with an early break there. Rizzo chipped it before she got to the center line. Nieves is going to try to chase it down. She's got Rodriguez in front. Goes back to Rizzo. Backhand, and there's the first save of the game by Kennedy Libby, number 40 in red. Comes toward the near side point. Rodriguez is going to chase this down. It's Emma Lacey making her return in goal for the Rockets, and Arialis Markland is here as well. So the Rockets are back to full strength in goal after some injuries there. And Lily Latour, who's not here with the team this weekend, did an incredible job as a third goalie. Rockets move it up, but the net was off its moorings, and that's a tough break because it looked like Jacobus was hitting Rizzo with a home run pass, and that net is now repurposed over there. They should take this faceoff out of the zone because the Rockets had the possession. I don't know why the Rockets are getting it. I guess they felt the Rockets knocked the net off, so that would be the reason they would keep it in there. If you're the team that knocks it off, the faceoff is going to be either in the zone or out of the zone, depending on if you're the defense or the offense. If the defense knocks it off, the faceoff stays as Lacey comes out and covers it for her first save of the game. 1:24 into the period. Ulrich on the dot. She took a hard hit at the end of the second game last weekend, but Grace Ulrich back in there, so good to see her. She sat out a period out of precaution, and she picks it up coming through the middle. The defense pair now, Kira Redmond and Grace Matone. Sent up through the middle for Izzy Cook, a little too strong. Izzy Cook picks it off! Cook in on a breakaway! Cook gets in, shoots! Oh, she fired it! And it's a save with the glove. by Libby. I thought maybe the shot was going to go wide, but Kennedy Libby throws the glove down there and makes the save. Rockets now have Nieves on the dot, Menikillo on the slot, Hansen on the near side wing. Redmond and Matone maintain their pairing on defense for this shift. It comes to the near side boards. Hansen's going to get there, swerve it right around from where it came from. Orr picks it up, sends it toward Williams, can't get it out as Nieves kept it in, and Hansen sends it down low for Menikillo. Hope Menikillo trying to center it. Couldn't get it all the way through. Williams picks it up, sends it for Orr, who breaks out, and it hit Gosselin there, but she couldn't hang on. Rockets turn it, send it in. They've come with their legs today. This is a pretty good skating team that they're playing against, highly regarded, and even if their bench is a little bit short, the Rockets doing well here to start out against a quality opponent. Menikillo goes to Matone at the point. A lot of traffic there, and two come up to get her, but she fights for it, and eventually it's knocked out. This is maybe going to be an icing if it gets far enough, and it does, just barely. Kira Redmond, number 71 in white, never takes a chance, and she chased it all the way down. 11:20 left, first period. Rockets and the New England Wildcats. The MLK Tournament under the NGHL banner. Ulrich on the dot with Rodriguez and Rizzo now. So the centers are going to mix it up with the forward lines. Three sets of wings, two centers. So Rizzo and Rodriguez the pair. Ulrich picks it off after Rizzo dug it out 1-on-3 at the point. Ulrich goes back for, she was trying to go to Rizzo, but somebody picked it up. Rizzo looking, turns for Ulrich at the half boards. Ulrich goes to the point. Jacobus steps in. Jacobus walks in. Shot, save with the glove by Libby. Kennedy Libby has been busy here. She gets a shot through traffic there and gloves it down. She stopped a breakaway from Izzy Cook already. 9:49 left, period one. Rockets in white. New England Wildcats in the red. All red, except for Grace Orr, who had the puck, 34. She's got black pants on. Jacobus picks it off. Jacobus for Rizzo, one-timer, left pad, saved by Libby. Jacobus and Rizzo nearly combined for the goal. Jacobus brings it down low. Ulrich covers her point. They'll switch it back up now. It's sent below the end line. Rodriguez over there was 1-on-2, couldn't get through. Ulrich now sends it toward the half boards, and Jacobus pinched in. Jacobus, her first action at D in a couple of seasons here, and that's sent down for an icing by the Wildcats. Wildcats have sharp uniforms. Those all reds with the white trim make it an easy designation to describe and to see. You can't see the picture as clearly. We're going to be behind the netting here for all the games and hope that we get a little cooperation from the fans like we are now, that nobody's sitting in front or blocking all views here. That's Nieves on the dot, and she's with Cook and Connolly. Redmond picks off the centering attempt by Gosselin, knocked away. Cook and Nieves are now on the same page as Cece brings it in and dumps it. Banks it off the boards for herself. Nieves, sharp angle, save Libby with the left shoulder. That was like when a player gets hit by a pitch but doesn't take the brunt of it. It hit the jersey, and it might have been ticketed in otherwise. That one's sent in for the offside. Let's see how the refs call it here in Massachusetts. If we were in central New York, they would send that face-off as an intentional offside, as we saw in the Oswego area last year. But in most of the other places, they just treat it as a regular offside. Wildcats power it in, but the Rockets bang it out, courtesy of Matone. Orr retreats back. Cook puts her under pressure. Cook's keeping the pressure and forces the turnover as Nieves jumps off for Ulrich. Nielsen sends it in. It goes all the way around the boards to Williams on the other side, but the Rockets are going to pick it up. Redmond gets it taken away, but the centering attempt never gets through by Hepler. They move it out, or waiting, sends it in offside, but they let it go. It's just a step. So the Rockets and the Wildcats here, they're about even in that count because the Rockets got away with an icing before. So a step here, a step there. It's not the NHL, folks, the players nor the refs. So if they let a little bit go here and there, or they just miss it, we're fine to live with it. Menichello's going to get it off the boards here. Try to get it through Orr. Had her spun around a little bit. Gets through her again. Has a little help with Hansen on the other side. Menichello just couldn't get the pass off to Hansen. Now she centers it, but it goes through. Jacobus darts in. Ulrich has it. She's looking for room. She gets room. She's going to go through the left circle, but not down. And now dumps it. Here's Menichello spinning off the boards. Hope Menichello looking maybe for the wraparound attempt, and she couldn't get it through. Jacobus from the point. It's batted out, and this is going to be an icing. Now, if the Rockets were, I think Coach Jacobus was saying, go get it, because the Wildcats had given up on the play, and with the short bench of just 3 players, they had stopped paying attention to the fact that the puck could have still been kept in play. So if you have an alert team, an alert goaltender, and Emma Lacey is that, she might have thought to step out and just fire that puck right back up. Off the face-off, it's going to be Goslin, and she's got Pavlovsky with her, but Fox interrupts that and makes it a non-clean break. One-timer by Goslin off the pass from Pavlovsky, 14. Pavlovsky trying to dig it out in the corner over there, but Nieves is all the way down. There's 2 Wildcats and 2 Rockets over there. Menichello is the one to eventually get it. Hansen picks off the pass. She's going to send Menichello in. Menichello's getting hooked all the play. Oh, she gets tackled and brought down there. 2 calls, none made. Wow. Menichello was off to the races, and she's getting hooked. She couldn't escape. And then she gets close, and she gets tripped with the foot. It was a foot trip, not a stick trip. And a tackle, and they just don't call anything. So 6:06 left first period. Still 0-0. Rockets now with the offensive zone draw, but not on a power play. Nieves with Rodriguez and Rizzo now trying to get through. Pretty much the same deal right there. Well, no, except for the tackle at the end. No tackle. So Fox sees it and does a little bit of the hook. Rizzo trying to send Rodriguez on the break. They call the icing. She saw the opening there, so she fired it and took a shot. .546 left in a scoreless first period. Rockets in white, but with their road socks. White jerseys, road socks. Winning the face-off, Rodriguez steals it, and they force a full retreat. They're retreating Haverhill. Rockets steal it. Rizzo walks in through traffic. Backhand down low, one-timer. Oh, Rodriguez had her beat, but Libby got the far pad on it. In fact, she almost knocked it into the net herself. Ulrich peels off. Wrist shot knocked away. Van Dorveers got the stick on it. That one sent down. It's not going to be an icing because of the touch, but it ended up being short anyway. The tone hits the brakes. The time in the first period hits 5 minutes, which means there's been 10 played. Rizzo on the forecheck forces the long pass, and it's errant, so the Rockets pick it up. Matone over the center line. Matone loses it amongst 5 red jerseys or so, and Van Duvriers will get it, fire it toward the net, but Redmond blocked it away. They go back behind the net. Nielsen, Rockets pick it up. Connolly there. Rizzo was feigning that she was going to stay on the break. She just did it to keep the defense back. Going to be a Rocket power play here on the whistle. And the touch interference is the call. 4:25 left period 1. I would guess, since we are playing 15-minute periods, that the penalties are 1.5 minutes for the tournament. Melina Bandeviers gets the interference penalty, and the penalties are, in fact, 1.5 minutes. So Hansen will take the draw here. Nieves will start out in the slot and Minichello on the far boards. She wins it. Minichello gets it at the half boards, tries to walk in, finds a little traffic. Jacobus is at the right point, and she has it now. PJ Jacobus looking, goes down low for Minichello. Fox is the backside defense. One-timer off the pass by Nieves and kicked away by Libby. They circle it around the back of the net. Hansen stuffed it down, and they score! Hope Minichello puts it in. It's a power play goal, and with 4:01 left in period one, the Rockets break out to a 1-0 lead. Francesca Hansen circled around the back of the cage. She made it look like she was going to try a stuff attempt, and instead she passed it through the crease. Minichello got the left shot on it at the top of the crease and put it in. 1-0 Rockets. That'll put the teams back to full and even strength. Ulrich on the faceoff with Cook and Connolly now. There's Haley Connolly. Over to Jacobus. She's going to walk it in from the point. Wrist shot. Left pad saved by Libby. Rebound comes around and the Rockets work it. Ulrich. She's got Cook in front. Tries to go to Fox, cheating in from the point. Fox might have gotten away with a little shove over there behind the play. Rockets move it in. Jacobus sends it forward, jumps off. There's a blocker save, and a rebound nearly had a friendly bounce for the Rockets. Vanderveers moves it out. She was the one who got the penalty before. Wrist shot goes wide. Far rebound came all the way out, but they couldn't get the shot off. Lacey didn't expect it to be there. Cook grabs the clearing attempt and steers it out. Sent right back in. Cook trying to keep it out. Brandy Garand was the one who brought it in, 7 for New England. But it's offside, so they'll face it off with 3:03 left, period one. Rockets with a 1-0 lead. The power play goal by Hope Minichello. Rockets win the face-off. Redmond will fire it out. Chip for Rodriguez. Rizzo's there. Rizzo has Nieves. Rizzo can't center it, but she still has possession. Tries to get through one, and Redmond helps her out. She was looking for Nieves or Rodriguez down the middle. Cheating in from the point is Matone. Rodriguez helps her cover it. Nieves in the corner, 1-on-3. If she can dig it out, she's got Rizzo there. Rizzo gets through. One left it for Nieves, who fired it wide. Rizzo deked around one defender and found Nieves for the chip pass there. Comes back to Rizzo. She has no room. Dekes by one! Backhand attempt. No, she doesn't fire it. She sends it to Matone at the point. Slapper! Oh, boy! Nieves was in front looking for the redirection. Matone put it through traffic in the redirect spot. Nieves to Rizzo. Back to Nieves. Stuff shot. Rodriguez tried to bat it in from her bum. Couldn't do it. And the Wildcats clear for the icing. They will take the whistle to get off of the ice and shift out all 3 of their subs. So this is where, even against a highly skilled team like the Wildcats are, if you're the Rockets, you take advantage of your manpower advantage, something that they often have not had the benefit of. They've been on the other side of this a little bit here this season, but those extended offensive zone possessions will create a lot of lactic acid in the legs of the defending team. Rockets have Ulrich up front with Minichello and Hansen. Rockets in white. New England Wildcats in red. Here's Orr. She's going to fire it at Lacey, and Lacey knocks it with the shaft of the stick over the glass at the end line, and it hits the netting and falls out of play. So the referees will have to find a new puck and employ that in there. 1:21 left, period one. Rockets up 1-0. They kick Ulrich out of the faceoff, and Hansen picks it up. There's a wrist shot that hit off Fox's skate and went wide. Minichello moves it up. Player fell down over there. Nielsen, she's getting up gingerly, and she's up now. Gives Menikillo a little stick whack there. It didn't look like there was anything unseemly. Wrist shot, save. Lacey covers it up. So the Rockets have been working their team defense pretty well so far. Evelyn Hepler with the shot, Emmeline Lacey on the save. 1 minute exactly left, period one. 1-0 Rockets. The goal, a power play goal by number 48, Hope Menikillo in white. Wildcats now off the face-off. Pavlovsky has it. Anna Pavlovsky has had a lot of the best possession here for the team in red. Wrist shot. Lacey knocked it down with the glove. Knocked it up with the glove, actually. Durand over there. Pavlovsky over there. Izzy Cook over there. Cici Nieves over there. Pavlovsky and Nieves. Eventually it comes out to Hepler. Hepler walks right down the middle. Lacey knocked it down with the glove. Jacobus picked up the rebound. Sweeps it away from danger. Now picked up by Nieves. She's going to try to break out with Cook. They don't have numbers. They're 2-on-3. Nieves can't break it into the zone as she's interrupted by Vanderveers. Cook eventually picks it up and does send it in. The Rockets will expire the period with a 1-0 lead. So if you're just joining us, we're glad that you are. It's Joe Rizzo bringing you the action from Haverhill Valley Ice Arena in Haverhill, Massachusetts. It's something of a typical New England winter day today. It was a mist and a mix of snow and rain and overcast and cloudiness and that sort of hard New England day where the cold kind of gets through your bones a little bit more than it does in other places, especially if you're not from this area. But inside, it's plenty chilly, which means probably good ice and a frozen hand that directs the camera and a frozen other hand that's holding a paper that has the names of the other team on it. Rockets will be in action in the 3 o'clock hour Eastern this afternoon. They will play the Philadelphia Little Flyers at that time. And they have 2 games on Sunday. The Queen City Royals in the morning, the Princeton Tiger Lilies about a half hour before kickoff of the Giants-Vikings playoff game. So we'll be sure to have somebody giving us score updates, or maybe we'll have the game in somebody's vision, meaning mine, for that one. For now, 15 minutes on the clock for period 2. That's the tournament time. We're used to 17. Emmeline Lacey now defending the goal to our left. And Kennedy Libby, who's down a goal but had some spectacular saves, defending to the right. Liftoff, period 2. Rockets start out with Ulrich at center, Rizzo on left wing, and Rodriguez on the right. Matone on lefty, Redmond on righty. 71, Kira Redmond sends it forward. It's knocked out of the zone. Rodriguez waits for Rizzo to clear the zone and now brings it in. Ulrich picks it up at the point, tries to get through traffic, does. Matone fires, was looking maybe for Rizzo to get a redirection. Rizzo picks up possession, looking, has a little room. Wrist shot, Libby save, kicked it away with the right pad. Ulrich picks it up and brings it all the way to the corner, but Pavlovsky and Williams combined to take it away. Williams couldn't get it out of the zone. Ulrich's going to step into that one, send it toward the net. Libby swept it away with the stick. It was not going at the net, but she took no chances. Vanderveers up toward the point, but Redmond keeps it in and pounds it back in. This first possession could be real big for the Rockets because they've had the puck down there for a minute and the other team only has 3 reserves. Shot through traffic and it's gloved down. That's a spectacular save with the glove by Kennedy Libby. I mean, we have a perfect angle to see that lane and you couldn't even see the puck as it was going through, which means the goalie couldn't see it as it was going through, but she caught enough of it, threw the glove out there, and corralled it. 13:49 left, period 2. Rockets lead 1-0. They win the face-off, but too strong. Pavlovsky and Jacobus lifts the stick and keeps Pavlovsky from getting off to the races. So PJ Jacobus, she's got a lot of experience at defense, even if that experience hasn't much come in the last couple of seasons here. Her first season with the Rockets, she was pretty much exclusively a defenseman, and a good one at that. Pavlovsky brings it in, sends it to the half boards. Nielsen was in front, and Gosselin fired it to her direction. It goes all the way through the offensive zone. Fox waited for Cook to get there, so the Rockets keep their forwards up high, and eventually it pays off as Haley Connolly gets it in. Centering feed by Connolly. She had everybody fooled right there. They thought she was going to dump it. Fox with the bump right there. Nielsen had the puck just long enough for the bump. That's a questionable non-call. Fox probably should have gotten called for that one. Nieves brings it through. Wrist shot, glove down, and swatted out. So Fox gets away with one there, and that's probably about even on the who's gotten away with what stuff so far. The Rockets may be one to the better on that at this juncture, but it's pretty well evened out. Comes to the near side boards in the offensive zone. Ulrich sends it off a skate. One-timer in front by Hansen, but a save by Libby sliding across. Boy, she's kept them in it. It should be about 4-0 right now. But Kennedy Libby has made some really great saves. Number 40 in red. Ulrich on the dot, Hansen in the slot, Menikillo on the near side wing. Matone left point, Redmond right point. Faceoff comes to the near side boards, but a player from neither team was there. Redmond's going to go off for the trip there as Pavlovsky drew it. So Anna Pavlovsky is 14 in red. She's one to watch. She's had the legs and the best possessions so far for New England. They'll have an offensive zone draw, 12:07 left, period number 2. Rockets up 1-0. This is the first power play of the game for New England. They win the draw. Bandeviers is going to shoot it wide. It bounds off the end boards. Picked up on the right side by Garand. Pavlovsky gets it. Pavlovsky looking to get through the middle. Centering feed, but Fox interrupted it. It comes to the point. It's kept in by Garand. Pavlovsky, wrist shot. Lacey just used the face mask to knock it away. Saw it all the way and used it as a regular piece of equipment to make a save. That's Emma Lacey, number 7 in white. Hansen gets it, looking for some time and space. Couldn't quite get it out. Gets a little help from Ulrich. Wrist shot, saved by Lacey, and it goes over the end line and over the crossbar. Ulrich just picks up that feed. She's going to skate it to center. Icing in effect, I think, in all situations, but maybe for the tournament it's not. In the situations that the teams are used to during the regular season, well, at least the Rockets where they play, icing is in effect in all cases. The penalties are a minute and a half, and that's because periods are 15 minutes. One shot knocked away by the offering of Garand, and it's taken at the point by Gosselin to Bandeviers. Bandeviers, wrist shot, Fox kicked it away. It comes down to Gosselin, hounded by Ulrich. Rizzo is able to jump out there for Hansen. Bandeviers one-timer. Lacey saw it all the way and knocked it away. Fox picks it up, reverses it, and it's not going to get out because Orr is there. Grace Orr around the half boards and now carries it over the end line. Jacobus picks it up. Bandeviers gets it at the point. Rizzo was hounding her. Forced the quick give up as Fox takes it. Fox off the boards. It comes to the point. They keep it in. It's lost down there. Jacobus picks it up. Rockets have killed off the power play. Fox with another foot save. Or knockdown. Sent up the middle. It's tipped off of Orr. This is a live puck. Rodriguez gets in. Mia going toward the net. Shot. There's one save. There's a tackle over there, and there's going to be a Rocket power play as a result. There were a couple. It could be the first one on where Mia Rodriguez got taken down. It could be the second one where Luisa Rizzo got dumped. It could be both. I think they're going to just call one, or was the initial one there, and the Rockets will have a power play. So Grace Orr goes in to the box for the Wildcats, who will be taxing their short bench here. Rockets on the face-off, lose the face-off, but win the possession for a moment. This is a new look on the power play. Rizzo comes in. She's going to bring it down. Van de Veers just gives her room and gives her a rack. Rizzo's just going to keep taking it until somebody stops her. Redmond, wrist shot, redirected. It gets through, but not on the net. Picked up by Hansen, over to Rizzo. Rizzo looking, finds Menikillo, top of the slot. Wrist shot can't get through traffic. Pavlovsky blocked it away with the body. Redmond between the points. Wrist shot, redirected, big save right there. This sent down, and it will be an icing. So we do have the rule that we are used to, which is icing in effect in all situations. This is a new setup on the power play. They will make one change here, though. Will the Rockets, or maybe a couple. So Hope Menikillo jumps to the point on the power play. The Rockets line up there with both forwards right in the middle. This one going to be sent down, no icing, because it looked like it hit off a Rocket. So now up front you have Nieves with Cook and Hansen. On the left point is Lauren Fox. On the right point is Hope Menikillo. So the Rockets basically using 4 forwards on the power play here. Menikillo keeps it in at the point for a moment, but not for the duration. 22 seconds of power play time. Fox up toward Nieves. Cook is going to be the one to shovel it in. It hit the ref. Cook wins it anyway. Now loses it over there. Hepler had it. Hepler steered it all the way around and eventually gets it out. Menikillo is going to jump off as the power play has ended. Ping-ponging up there goes in favor of the Wildcats. Fox has to get the stick, and she's going to go off for a trip. Once the Rockets touch it up, Cook's got to get there, and she does. So Fox is going to go off for the trip of Pavlovsky, who's drawn a couple of penalties here. Didn't use the stick there, used the foot. They're going to say the hook. I saw her come in with the foot with the trip, but they could call a hook. They could call a bunch of things there. So the Rockets will have one to kill off here. Connolly and Rizzo will start up front. Connolly is going to be on D killing this one. Rizzo and Ulrich will be up front. Jacobus and Connolly on D. Wildcats win the face-off. Rockets have a 1-0 lead here. They've been the better all the way. Shot was redirected. Lacey was kicking out the right pad, and she kicked the post and just knocked the net right off. So not really fashioned very well on either side. Rockets will change defense pairing here. Matone and Redmond now off the spinning skate. Rizzo knocked that one away. She wanted to get off to the races there. Van de Veers just got enough of it to prevent that from happening. Ulrich picks it off. Ulrich will try to skate it out. Can't get it all the way through. Gets a little help from Matone, who fires it up, but they can't get it out at the point. Rockets had a golden opportunity to get this puck out. Couldn't quite do it. And it ends up in the netting on the other side of the glass. And I suppose that hit off of a Rocket stick last, so they'll face it off over there. They'll change up the forwards now. Nieves and Hansen up front. Looks like there's 47 seconds left in the penalty kill. Van de Veers off the face-off. Shot was going wide, but Lacey gloved it down nevertheless. Pavlovsky jumps in for the face-off against Hansen and wins it. Comes to the point. Hepler fired it off of Nieves' shin pad. Or at the point, fired it off of Hansen's leg. Centered in front off the shot was Pavlovsky, but they never got it to her. She was right there. Comes down into the corner. Nieves tries to bang it out. Vanderveer's had it. Loose scramble, and Pavlovsky picks it up and puts it through the 5-hole to tie the game. So each team has scored on the power play, and Hannah Pavlovsky is the one to tie it up 1-1 with 5:13 left in the second period. So in a game that the Rockets have pretty much dominated, they find themselves tied. Pavlovsky steals the face-off, walks in, skates it into the right circle, but Fox knocked it away, chips it up and out. That's not going to have enough for an icing, so that's a live puck. Duran there, sends it toward the middle. That's brought back into their zone by Pavlovsky, so no offside there in the Rockets. Williams grabs it and sends it in. But the Rockets pick it up around the end boards. Minikillo chipped it. She's got Nieves with her, but Pavlovsky had a couple of strides, so Minikillo passes up the chance to keep going. Somebody lost a glove. It's Cici Nieves. So 22, skating with a bare right hand over there. And that's she chasing the puck. Fox is there, and she has it. Rockets not moving very much here. Nobody's really moving too much. Now Fox waits for somebody to peel off, sends it up past Hepler. That's Ulrich. Now Minikillo trying to get through, looking for Ulrich over there. Grace Ulrich picks it up. She's got a lot of room. Nobody's on her. Now somebody's on her, but she goes right past her. Trying to get through Hepler there. Ulrich still has it. Shovels it to the near side for Minikillo in slow motion. Hope picks it up. Hope toward the net. She was looking to send it to Ulrich at the back door, but didn't get it through traffic. Fox pinches in at the point on the right side. Lifts a stick or two. Minikillo picks it up, but couldn't corral it, and actually brought it out of her own zone. Sent up and out, but now back in. Rockets in pursuit with 3:30 left in the period. Wildcats are going to have a break. Vanderveers gets hooked from behind, and there's a penalty. That's what you call a good hooking penalty. And they'll touch it up. That would have been a breakaway for Vanderveers, and she did not get the chance to do that because Redmond, who was down a step, wisely used her stick to prevent the chance. So the Rockets will have another power play to kill off. They will start it off up front with Haley Connolly and Mia Rodriguez. And maybe Connolly is going to actually be on D here. Okay, so Connolly with Matone on D. Rodriguez and Ulrich up front. Rodriguez is going to pick off that pass. They'll be in 2-on-2. She's going to gain the center line and dump it, seeing if Ulrich could come out the other side with it. Duran got it, but Rodriguez picked it off, sends it down low. Rockets are on a penalty kill here, and they've had the possession. Wildcats grab it. Kept in nicely by Matone at the point on the left side. That was real close. Rodriguez trying to keep it in. Eventually it goes out. Ref finally gets Cici Nieves' glove and just chucks it into the bench. He did that when the Rockets gained possession. Oh boy, Ulrich got dumped behind the play. Nobody saw it. Or maybe that was Ulrich that got dumped over there. Wildcats can't get it in. Rockets now have, looks like 24 seconds left to kill off. Minute and a half power plays, 15-minute periods, offsides on the Wildcats. The refs could call something where they call it intentional offside, and that would mean that the player sent the puck in, and seeing and knowing that it's going to be an offside, but they do it anyway. It's not much of an infraction to have a face-off just outside the zone like that. Right here, they win it, and they immediately get the puck in. If it's an intentional offside, they would push the face-off into the defensive zone of the offending team. Rizzo now up front with the newly regloved Nieves. The puck comes to the near side corner. They dig it up and it goes out. That looked like the Wildcats maybe were the ones who sent it down. Orr is going to pick this one up. She tries to send it up and out. The Rockets have killed off the power play. Fox has Pavlovsky bearing down on her. Pavlovsky for the Wildcats on the power play. Menichello for the Rockets on the power play. Nieves has it there. She had to wait for Menichello to get onside. Perfectly passes it to her. Menichello finds Rizzo on the far dot. Handcuffed her. Rizzo goes back to Nieves, or that's Jacobus. It's loose in front. Nieves shoveled it wide with the backhand as we're down to 1:12. This is going to be an icing. And the Rockets will have an offensive zone draw with 1:08 left in period 2 of a 1-1 game. The Rockets in the white jerseys, the New England Wildcats in the red. Ulrich on the dot, Hansen in the slot, Menichello on the near side wing, Redmond on the right point, Matone on the left. The cross-style face-off sent through. Hansen was trying to bunt it tic-tac-toe style. There's a puck that's dribbling through. Hansen whacked at it but couldn't get it at the net. Ulrich picks it up. Ulrich looking to get it set up. The Rockets on the power play here. They've sent the opposing forward very high, so there should be room down low. Pavlovsky using the body. She's got a hand from her defense, but Rockets trying to pick it up. It's no power play. I'm not sure what I'm talking about. Battled for as the time ticks down. 25 seconds. Rockets will take it in the offensive zone. Menichello is going to get possession here. Walk out of the corner. Look for somebody on the other side. It's Matone from the dot. Fires right pad. Saved by Libby. Picks it up. Matone down low. She's got a wraparound attempt. Gets through one. Left pad save off the shot. And there's a blown whistle right there as the net comes off with 7.2 seconds. It's a big break for New England right there as the Rockets are attacking and keeping them under pressure with all the players at the end of a long shift. Now, with the benefit of the whistle, they can change out 3. That's all they have to change. Or they have 4 to change. At the beginning, they only had 3, but now they have 4. 7.2 seconds, offensive zone draw. Plenty of time for the Rockets to put one in the back of the net. Oh, so that's it. They have 4 on the bench because there's only 4 out there. So they really only have 3 subs. I'm not seeing things. Rockets win the faceoff. Redmond between the points takes a shot. It hits off somebody. It goes in front and they score! Menichello beats the buzzer! Hope Menichello backhands it in. And right before the second period buzzer, the Rockets with a dagger-like goal to take a 2-1 lead. Menichello, her second of the game. They won't even face it off after the goal. It came with a little over a second left. It looked, from my standpoint, to have entered the net with about 1.2 left, and then they just let the time run off there. So after 2, the Rockets grab a 2-1 lead, and they're making a habit of beating buzzers here. Luisa Rizzo beat the buzzer at the end of period 1 on Sunday, and Hope Menichello beats the second period buzzer here today in decidedly different fashion. But last week with Rizzo, it was a defensive zone draw with 9.9 seconds left, and she went the length of the ice off a phenomenal pass from Kira Redmond that was sprung by a great shielding of a loose puck by Francesca Hansen, formulating a play. Rizzo on the breakaway beat the buzzer. This time an offensive zone draw with 7.2 seconds left. A shot by Redmond once again, but this time from between the points at the top of the slot. A loose puck in traffic. It looked like Francesca Hansen got a stick blade on it to shovel it forward, and Menichello found her way to the loose puck with the backhand and put it in. So they will switch sides for period number 3. 15 minutes on the clock. Emma Lacey now defending the goal to your YouTube right. Kennedy Libby defending the goal to your left. Nieves on the dot, Rizzo on the left wing, Rodriguez on the right. Fox and Jacobus on D. Liftoff, period 3. Jacobus picks that one up, shovels it forward. Rodriguez trying to bring it into the zone, and she does. Nieves will be the first one to try to chase it down. She's battling for it in the corner. Rodriguez tries to get it through, sends it for Rizzo, gets off maybe a shot. Maybe it just deflected off of her knee pads. But Libby is able to cover it up. Nieves on the dot, Rodriguez in the slot, Rizzo near side wing, Fox left point, Jacobus on the right. Fox, Jacobus shovels it, it's off somebody's head, loose in front, and they score! C.C. Nieves puts it through the 5-hole, and early here in the third period, the Rockets have bumped their lead to 3-1. 22 leading the Selly in white. So that line will jump off, and it's been a productive 30 seconds for the Rockets, because 30 seconds ago, leaning back into the second period in terms of times of game, the Rockets were in a 1-1 game thanks to the young lady with the puck right now, Hannah Pavlovsky, 14. She scored to tie it. She wraps around and forces Lacey to make a shrug save with the right shoulder. So after the Rockets jump to the 3-1 lead, the Wildcats have picked it up here. Gosselin had the shot there, or through traffic, knocked down by a high stick, and they'll send that face-off right to the dot of Lacey's glove side. Lacey took the glove off there for a second and refastened it. Ulrich on the dot, Cook and Connolly in the slot, the forwards, Redmond and Matone, the defense pair. Cheat move there by Nielsen, trying to see if she could get behind the defense on the faceoff. Hey, if the refs aren't looking and they don't say anything, you win a faceoff, you could put a goal in right there. Shaylee Nielsen with the veteran-like move. And there she is, chasing down Kira Redmond, or at least putting on pressure. Redmond sends it up the middle. Ulrich knocked it down. Libby played it. Centering feed to Ulrich from Connolly, covered up as it trickled toward the net by Kennedy Libby. Not the conventional spelling either. Kenadie. Number 40. She's let in 3, but boy, she's been good. Had no chance on any of the goals. Centering feed in front. Hansen's there. That was off the pass from Menichello. Matone to Nieves. Tries to get it through Bandeveers. Couldn't. Now Hansen picks it up. Tries to center it. Still recovers it. Over to Menichello. She tried to load up the gun right there, but couldn't get the bullet into the barrel. Lacey comes out. It's loose. She knocks it away. She was trying to go between covering it and playing it, and she just got enough of the stick on it, but it's still alive. It's a crazy scramble down there. Williams got dumped. Lacey eventually covers it up. Emma Lynn Lacey was caught between covering it up. She was trying to cover it, and then the puck just fixated itself in a spot that exceeded her reach. But they don't concede. Ulrich has a 2-on-0 with Rizzo. Rizzo had to hold up at the line. Ulrich had to just swing a little wide. Oh boy, they nearly had the 2-on-0. Comes in from the point. Jacobus, the disruptor, grabs it and helps send it in. Ulrich looking for Rizzo. Couldn't redirect it. Was tied up by Bandeveers. Fox pinches in. Sends it at the net. Libby got it, but the rebound went to Ulrich. Ulrich and Rizzo down low. Ulrich has it. Ulrich looking. Centering feed through traffic. Rodriguez got a stick on it, and they're calling something, a high stick. I guess it was knocked down with a high stick. I don't see who had the high stick knocking it down over there. I guess they said one of the Wildcats knocked it down with a high stick. I didn't see it. I'm kind of watching the play, but refs at ice level did. Oh, it is actually a high sticking penalty. So, Rockets on the power play. Minicello on Fox at the points. Yes, that is correct. Pavlovsky might be off to the races. Jacobus is going to try to race her down. Pavlovsky on the shorthanded break. Wrist shot. She shot it over the net. Fox and Jacobus were bearing down on Hannah Pavlovsky. She already has a power play goal. She was looking for a shorty. Her team down by 2. The Rockets are on a power play here, but they haven't been able to set up. Up front, it's Nieves with Hansen and Minicello. Wrist shot through traffic, knocked down by Libby. Minicello looking to set it up. She's got Redmond on the point. Redmond, wrist shot, knocked away by Libby through traffic with the blocker. Comes to the near side corner. Hansen has it. Tootie tries the wraparound. It gets through the crease, but not at the net. Nieves to Redmond between the points. Gingerly sent through. One save. Loose in front. They put the rebound in. It's Tootie time on the power play. Francesca Hansen puts it in over the prone goaltender, and the Rockets push their lead to 4-1. Number 9 gets on the board for the Rockets. Off the goal mouth scramble. So the Rockets were in a 1-1 game until just about the death of the second period, and that's when Hope Minicello scored. She scored just before the buzzer rang. And then Cece Nieves scored 28 seconds into the second period to make it 3-1. And now Francesca Hansen here has made it 4-1. So not over yet, but the Rockets have been the better so far, and it's now reflecting on the scoreboard. And from an announcer standpoint, as this is not going to be an icing, it's going to go on goal. Libby had to play that one. She could have covered it, but Connolly just out-hustled her opposing player to the puck. Sent down in. This one's going to go on net, so Lacey's going to play it. No icing there. So accuracy on purpose and on accident. Brought up through the slot, but not toward the middle. Cook has a chance to get a breakaway here, but she's got a lot of traffic behind her. She didn't quite have the step there. Grace Ulrich saw Izzy Cook get ahead, but didn't quite have the momentum. Kept in by Jacobus. Down low for Ulrich. Grace Ulrich. She's had the puck so much this game. Mia Rodriguez has it. She's got time and space. Centers for Cook and Ulrich. It sort of got to both of them and eventually got to neither of them. Sent out. I don't think this will be an icing, but the puck will carry over the line. Oh, I didn't think it was going to carry, but it does. 9:08 left, period number 3. The Rockets in white in Haverhill, Massachusetts. The opening game of the NGHL MLK Weekend Tournament has gone their way so far, 4-1 over the New England Wildcats from nearby New Hampshire. Nieves wins the faceoff to Rodriguez. Rizzo's on the back side here, the weak side, and she gets it now. Rizzo will take it right back from whence Rodriguez came, and she's got a lot of room. Sends it for Nieves. Wrist shot. Save Libby. Loose puck. And it's pushed out of the danger spot, but Rockets players managed to keep it in. Matone and Nieves among them. Rockets with possession here, even strength. It goes down low. Luisa Rizzo, 13. Looking for Nieves, 22 in the middle. Picked off over there. They move it up the near side boards. Randy Garand has it. They break away. Gosselin has it. Gosselin around the circle on the right side. Tries to center it. It goes to Garand, and she shot it wide. Sent up the middle. Or Bandeviers tries to fire it. Nieves knocked it down. Gosselin can't get the hook. Sends it toward the middle. And it's kicked wide by Lacey. Bandeviers at the point. Has to go down low. There's no shooting lane. It hits off the end boards. Matone's there. Matone up the near side boards. Rizzo trying to chip it out. Couldn't quite get there. Rizzo bumps Gosselin. 3 Rockets over there now. They ought to win that one, and it eventually comes out to Kira Redmond. 71 in white. Redmond fires it up for Rizzo. Oh, she got a piece, but didn't corral it. That was the move that they scored on to beat the buzzer against Piedmont last week. Ulrich steps in. Textbook play. Or had the better of the contact, but Ulrich separated her from the puck legally. There's no checking at this level, or in fact in any level of women's hockey, including the Olympic and professional levels. That one sent right down the middle. Hansen trying to chase it down. Libby will cover it wisely. Hepler was there. Hansen was there for the Rockets. Libby covers it up. So we've seen a couple of those. Libby had a good handle on that one. And again, it's 4-1, but that's not reflective of the goalie's play. She's been very, very good. Fox takes a shot. It bounds over the end line and crossed over the crossbar, but not quite exactly over. Hepler up the far wing to Williams, sent toward the middle, but it doesn't get through traffic. Sent down. This is going to be maybe no icing. Lacey leaves it for Fox. Lauren Fox with 6:30 left in the third period sends it up for Grace Ulrich in front of her own bench. Hannah Pavlovsky over there. She's got the goal, a power play goal for the Wildcats. Menichello has 2, Nieves 1, and Hansen 1 for the Rockets. Menichello has Orr there standing her up, and 2 other Wildcats as well. Garand looking for Pavlovsky. Matone steps into the puck. Good non-call right there. Parents don't like it, but she played the puck, and then Pavlovsky was charging at her and just took the worst of the brunt. Nieves shoots it just wide, but looked like Hepler got a stick blade on it. It's sent all the way up. Let's see if the Rockets decide to play it. They do, and there was no icing. The puck was out of my view, and it just died. Matone up for Menichello. She's going to move right down the middle and try to see if she can undress 4 Wildcats, and instead just takes possession. Menichello for Nieves in front, one-timer, and there's a save by Kennedy Libby. Libby has been busy. They don't have the shots on the board, but she's faced a lot of rubber today. Rockets will change it up front. Looks like Rizzo's going to take a shift at center with Connolly and Cook on the wings. Pavlovsky jumps in to grab the face-off and is going to skate it out. She's got Nielsen. Couldn't corral it cleanly. Moved in. That should have been onside, I think. It looked like the Rockets brought it back into their own zone. If you bring it back into your own zone, it doesn't matter if there's a player, an offensive player in the zone. But I guess it was off of a Wildcat. Face-off won by the Rockets. They brought it back into their own zone, intentionally winning the face-off there. Redmond tries to go across. Hepler picked it off. Hepler down the middle. Wrist shot. There's a big blocker save by Emmeline Lacey. 4:45 left in the third. Rockets up 4-1. They just need to keep playing that good team defense here and maybe keep a lot of that offensive possession. Hepler walks out. Wrist shot. Lacey knocked it down with the glove. Swept it away with the paddle of the stick. Pavlovsky through the middle. Leaves it for Nielsen. She fired it over the net. She had Lacey down. Vanderveers through traffic. Saved by Lacey. Rizzo tries to move it up. Rizzo knocked it down. Was looking for Cook. Nielsen gloved down off the shot. Cook has it and just knocks it out. The Rockets will gladly take an icing there just to get it out. And it is, in fact, that with 4:02 left in period 3. So no quit in the undermanned New England Wildcats here, down 4-1, but putting a lot of pressure on. Grace Ulrich comes over to acknowledge her teammate, Erin Bruno, who is in the stands. So she's come up for the weekend festivities, and we desperately want to see number 16 back in action. Rockets now have Rizzo with Rodriguez and Ulrich up front. Rather, Ulrich with Rizzo and Rodriguez up front. Jacobus and Fox on D. Rodriguez stole that face-off. Duran won it, but Rockets took the possession. Down low, Ulrich has it. 3:30 left now in the game. Rockets up 4-1. With a 3-goal gap, it's usually 5 minutes that we start talking about the trailing team needing to change it up and do something drastic or dramatic. They haven't pulled the goalie. There might be, in terms of the tournament rules, repercussions for goals allowed or things like that. So that would be a reason why maybe you wouldn't pull your goalie. Shot through traffic, blocked down by Ulrich. Skates it up toward the left wing and chips it in, or jumped on it and turned it right around. Nice play by Grace Orr, 34. Jacobus picks that one up. She's going to march in through the left wing, take it all the way over the end line. Rodriguez covers a point on the right side for her. That's good teamwork. They're both back there now as Williams brings it out and sends it in. 2:30 left. 2:30 would be about the time where a team down by 2 goals would really start to take chances. But it looks like the Wildcats are going to play it straight here. And if they get one quick, as Jacobus knocked that one out of play, in the NHL and at some other levels, that would be called a delay of game penalty. If you shoot it out of play from your defensive zone. Not the case here. 2:15 left period 3. 4-1 Rockets. Pavlovsky against Nieves. Pavlovsky wins it. Can't get the shot through traffic. Menichello is behind the D for a moment, but doesn't really have the step. Gets through Orr, was trying to at once get through Orr and center it for Francesca Hansen. Matone picks it off at the point. She cranks one up. It's through 2 skates. What a save by Libby. Oh boy, she's been good back there. That puck redirected twice. It hit off both skates of one of the players. So at first, Libby thought it was going to go to the glove side. She slid that way. Then it deflected and came toward the near side post, and she threw her right pad out to get a foot on it. Nieves leaves it for Menichello. Pavlovsky blocked the shot in the shooting lane. It goes behind the end line. Down to 90 seconds left. The Rockets are just looking to salt this one away. They could do it by not even shooting. If they want to keep possession in the offensive zone, that would work just as well. Menichello in the slot, gets down through. Her shot's blocked by Hepler. A lot of tired legs out there in red now. Just 3 on the bench. It comes to Menichello down the middle, and she scores! It's a Hope Hattie. 64 seconds left in the game. Menichello with the hat trick. And the Rockets push it to 5-1. No better way to start a Saturday than a Hope Hattie. For a kid whose hat collection is pretty phenomenal. She's always got good lids, this number 48. So 3 for 48. 1 for Nieves and 1 for Hansen. That's how the Rockets have done it. And if you're for the Wildcats, it's been Hannah Pavlovsky with a power play goal. Rockets moving into the offensive zone. Connolly over there. Redmond keeps it in at the point. Connolly's got it. Redmond. Connolly now in the middle, and it's knocked away. 25 seconds left. Matone knocks it down below the end line. The Rockets would even be content at this point to just keep ping-ponging it down that way. Connolly gets it, gingerly skates it back into her own zone with 15 seconds. Redmond not putting pressure on. Pavlovsky's going to play it to the whistle here. Hannah Pavlovsky through one. Wrist shot fired it just wide. Lacey was there, but she might have had a little window. That is going to do it for the first game of the NGHL MLK Tournament. It goes to the Rockets by a score of 5-1. We will try to limit the coach interviews this weekend to possibly just one after the second game here on Saturday and one after the second game on Sunday, and then whatever happens Monday, you'll know about that. The final from Haverhill Valley Ice Rink in Haverhill, Mass. The Rockets 5 and the New England Wildcats 1. We'd love for you to come back and join us live just after 3 o'clock Eastern Time here on Saturday, when the Rockets will take on the Philadelphia Little Flyers. Always a good match between those two teams. And I expect in that one we will see Arialis Markland in goal, making her return from a brief hiatus. But that is going to do it for this one. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe buttons and the alert buttons below. And every time we do a live stream or upload some cool content, you will know about it and you could join us. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you've stayed around this long, then please do so, because it helps us and we appreciate all of your support in the past, the present, and of course in the future. If you are one of our daughters, our granddaughters, our great-granddaughters, our nieces, our cousins, our sisters, our friends, or if you're watching on demand, yourselves, then we appreciate your support, and you could always catch these games on demand. They will sit there in perpetuity on the YouTube channel. That will do it. From Haverhill Valley Ice Arena in Haverhill, Massachusetts, this is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching. New Jersey Rockets, girls hockey.